This is the Trump Breaking News Network. Here's what's happening.
Donald Trump's media summit was a F-ing firing squad. By Emily Smith and Daniel Halper. Donald Trump scolded media big shots during an off-the-record Trump Tower sit-down on Monday, sources told the Post. It was like a F-ing firing squad, one source said of the encounter. Trump started with CNN chief Jeff Zucker and said, "I hate your network. Everyone at CNN is a liar and you should be ashamed," the source said. The meeting was a total disaster. The TV execs and anchors went in there thinking they would be discussing the access they would get to the Trump administration, but instead they got a Trump-style dressing down, the source added. A second source confirmed the fireworks. The meeting took place in the big boardroom and there were about 30 or 40 people, including the big news anchors from all the networks, the other source said. Trump kept saying, "We are in a room of liars, the deceitful, dishonest media who got it all wrong." He addressed everyone in the room, calling the media dishonest, deceitful liars. He called out Jeff Zucker by name and said everyone at CNN was a liar, and CNN was a network of liars, the source said. Trump didn't say NBC reporter Katie Tur by name, but talked about an NBC female correspondent who got it wrong. Then he referred to a horrible network correspondent who cried when Hillary lost who hosted a debate, which was Martha Raddatz, who was also in the room. The stunned reporters tried to get a word in edgewise to discuss access to a Trump administration. CBS Good Morning co-host Gayle King did not stand up, but asked some question, "How do you propose we the media work with you?" Chuck Todd asked some pretty pointed questions. David Muir asked, "How are you going to cope living in D.C. while your family is in NYC?" It was a horrible meeting. Trump spokeswoman Kellyanne Conway told reporters the gathering went well. "Excellent meetings with the top executives of the major networks," she said during a gaggle in the lobby of Trump Tower. "Pretty unprecedented meeting we put together in 2 days." The meeting was off the record, meaning the participants agreed not to talk about the substance of the conversations. The hour-long session included top execs from network and cable news channels. Among the attendees were NBC's Deborah Turnus, Lester Holt and Chuck Todd, ABC's James Goldston, George Stephanopoulos, David Muir and Martha Raddatz, CBS Norah O'Donnell, John Dickerson, Charlie Rose, Christopher Isham and King, Fox News Bill Shine, Jack Abernethy, Jay Wallace and Suzanne Scott, MSNBC's Phil Griffin, and CNN's Jeff Zucker and Aaron Burnett. Arthur Sulzberger, publisher of the New York Times, plans to meet with Trump on Tuesday. There was no immediate comment from the Trump team.
This has been the Trump Breaking News Network. Please subscribe and share to stay up to date on the latest news about our president. Be informed.